Now, when I say it feels like it's been forever since I've done one of these videos, that's because it feels like fucking forever. Holy shit, I miss you guys. I don't know how long it's been since I've done a picture-in-picture, but let's hope I'm not terrible at it. So, how's it going, guys? Welcome to Friday's upload. Friday the 13th, you know, we got some good luck going on in this game on my behalf. It's against a guy by the name of Daryl. We had a couple games while we were up there, you know, just hanging out at the Pokemon Center. And, I'll go ahead and place this one back right now. I think this is the last game that I have from Seattle. I backed up a couple of them, and then this is, like, the last one. So we got that going on. Anyways, using Team because things, and then he likes using Ghost, Psychic, and Dark types, I guess. So he's brought a lot of the above, and then I recognized some of these names and things from the night before that we ended up playing. I didn't end up saving that game because it wasn't even on my cart, because I left my DS in the car. But I do recognize a lot of these pokes. So right off the bat, I know that I can live the Sucker Punch just because of the build of Spiritomb. I recognize this stuff before, so I kind of have that advantage. I think he's seen my videos, so at the same time he probably knows what this team's all about. But I do know that this Spiritomb is not Choice Banded or anything like that. I don't think it's really invested that offensively, so I'm going to go for V-Create anyways, knowing that I can take one. And I take him out right off the bat, you know, with a crit on the first turn. So that kind of sucks that he's lost one of his major defensive things. But that's not to say he's completely out just yet. In fact, this Dusknoir doesn't really give me a lot of trouble. I just have a really hard time breaking it down. But what I'm going to do is go out into my, fucking, what is this thing's name? Machamp. Because I know this thing as well. I know this thing has Shadow Sneak because I was watching when him and Heather were playing in the, on the table next to me because I left my DS in the car once again. So I do recognize a couple of these pokes. But I am going to go ahead and set up a sub because I know that he has a Dusknoir and it's got Shadow Sneak. That's all I really knew about it. I didn't know what else it had, but I'm going to go for the sub to try to dodge the Will-O-Wisp, that kind of thing. But he's got sub, and I'm like, if he's Curse Paint Split, like I kind of run myself from time to time. If he's that set, then this is bad because I don't know what I'm going to do about it. So I see sub, I see Curse. He more than likely has Paint Split because that's what the set runs. So he's got sub, Curse, Paint Split, Shadow Sneak. We know the set right off the bat. Despite that, I'm gonna stay in for a little bit anyways and try to get some try to get some damage off on him. Just because he can't Paint Split a sub. So I might as well try to go for the payback if he's gonna try to attack me or anything like that. Since his only attacking move is Shadow Sneak, I will technically be going second, even though, you know, I'm faster, so that kind of thing. But he switches out, goes into Latias. Payback doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot. As you can see, Payback doesn't activate on the Switch anymore. I think that's what ended up happening there. And then on top of that, he's got Reflect, so I'm like, well, shit. Machamp, you know, I don't really like wasting a sub, but I'm wasting a lot of HP here. So all I really decided to do in that turn is go for the Dynamic Punch strictly to get the confusion. And if that wants to force him out, fine. If not, then whatever. I'm probably going to end up getting out of here after this turn anyway, because I do need to preserve this Machamp, just because, you know, it's good against the Dark types and that kind of shit. But we make a double Stitch right here. I'm going to go out into my Scizor just because I don't want to take a Dragon Pulse or anything like that. And also to preserve my Machamp maybe as Death Fodder. You know, maybe I'll find an opportunity to use it from here on. I don't know yet. I don't know that yet. But I've used up a lot of HP on it. And this part in real time was unbearable, let me tell you. It was just me swords dancing, trying to get up to +6. He's got sub, he's got Curse, he's got Paint Split. I've got Roost. So all the while, I'm just trying to get through, you know, sub and Paint Split, that kind of shit. And I believe I cut it out, like, in the next couple turns, but I'm just showing you that I do get up to +6 before, you know, that kind of shit happens. And this just goes on for probably, like, I don't even know how many fucking turns. I want to say, like, 30 plus turns like this. And I cut it out somewhere. Where is it? Okay, there's the +6, I think. Sorry about this. I had edited it a lot in the past, and I guess I just... There we go. Okay, there's the cut. So we finally just, like, decide to, like, truce or something like that. Because I'm at the point where I'll die to Curse if I go for a Bullet Punch, and he'll die to a Bullet Punch, period, just because I'm at +6 and he's at a weird range of HP. I think he was also getting to the point where he was running out of subs and shit like that, and I was like, this is getting really old. Let's just consider them both dead, and then we'll just move on. So that's kind of what we got going on. I know this thing right off the bat, because I fought this thing earlier that day, I believe, or I saw it the night before, but I know this thing's physical and it has Sucker Punch, so that's why I'm going to go out to Machamp right now. And physical Zoroark, while kind of cool on paper, does not have anything going for it. The fact that he's going for a low sleep right now and it does not take me out, it's not stab, it's not very powerful in the first place, it drops my speed, which I do not care about in the first place anyways, especially against a Zoroark. It just means that, you know, my Patron Troll is going to get to deliver a fucking strong-ass punch to his face, and then that's the end of Zoroark. That's what we got there. He's running a weird set on this Jirachi that comes in. It's weird, and it's kind of cool, I guess. He's got Calm Mind, and he's got Water Pulse. Water Pulse having, I believe, the 60% chance of confusion, thanks to Serene Grace. If he had Water Pulse and Iron Head, that would be cool. But he's got Calm Mind, he's got Wish, he's got Water Pulse, and I believe his fourth move is kind of a waste to me, but it's Ancient Power, so we'll learn that when it comes in. But I am going to go ahead and go for the U-turn after I send in my Victini, just because I want to get some scouting go on, just, you know, in case he wants to go into the Latias to try to take the V-Create. Get a crit there on the U-turn as well. Don't know if that really ended up mattering too much. I don't know if he's physically defensive or he's just, like, regular and he's got Reflect, that kind of thing. But this crit, even whether or not it didn't matter, it works out in his favor because I have to send something in first, and that's kind of how that works. But based on that, he's able to send in his Bisharp, and this is fucking horrible because this thing is Life Orb. Watch how much it does to a physically defensive Vaporeon in like the next 2-3 turns, something like that. But he gets up to +4, and I'm like, right off the bat, I need to burn this thing, and then that's the only way I can stop it. Otherwise, I am just fucked at this point. We went through all this process of the Dusknoir versus the Scizor, all this other shit, you know, all that good luck at the beginning, and it could be fucked over by this thing if I'm not too careful. So I'm going to go for the Wish just to dodge a potential Sucker Punch and to get some HP recovery back. This is +4 Life Orb Iron Head. Way too much damage. Holy crap. Cool thing is the Life Orb Recall does put him in the range where Scald can kill him off, though. And threat avoided. You know, if he got a crit right there, though, that would have really sucked, and that probably would have been game. And given the fact that I got 2 crits, that was kind of coming to me eventually. I don't know where his luck is, but it's not happening to him, so that kind of sucks for him. But he's going to send in his, I believe, his last, which is the fucking Jirachi. I'm just going to stay in until I can get a Scald Burn. That way, you know, I can get some passive damage going on. I do see Calm Mind now. I didn't see it before. But I do have Victini. The thing is I know he has Water Pulse, and I don't know if that's his only attack. I know I just want to get burns and that kind of thing. And if it turns out that, if that does turn out to be his only attack, I can't Toxic Stall him or anything like that. And if it keeps boosting up, you know, that kind of thing, that'll suck. I'll have to bank on crits, that kind of shit. He'll have to run out of wishes. I still don't know that he has Ancient Power at this point, but because he has Water Pulse and Ancient Power, I also get another crit right there, so fuck, you know, that kind of sucks for him. But he can wish it off, so that's not that big a deal, especially because he can live the next hit. If anything, you know, I haven't gotten a burn yet, so that's kind of luck in itself with 30%. It's actually 60% owing to Serene Grace, so fuck. I think I get it now, which is kind of interesting that I got the crit before the burn. But I need to find an opportunity to bring in Victini because, you know, with Water Pulse and Ancient Power floating around, I really need to come in on a Calm Mind or a Wish, and I need to kind of coax it into that. And then I can just V-Create for the win. So, and that is a Loud Motorcycle. Wow, you gonna cut more people off like that? That's fucking rude. Okay, he gets his Wish back up to half HP, and, you know, as I mentioned, the battle plan, I think it was right now that I decided to switch out, just because he was at like half HP, that kind of thing. He'll want to get back to full as close as possible, as soon as possible, so he can avoid getting me getting more crits because he's playing on the defensive for now. So I'm like, all right, let's go out to Victini, who didn't die from a Sucker Punch on the first turn, and is going to finish off the game with a V-Create. So that's the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, you're welcome to leave a like rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. These picture-in-pictures are probably going to be more random than anything. I just found the time, and yeah, I kind of want to say the time because I'm still pretty busy. But I'll see if I can get one out next week. I looked at my schedule, and it looks like I definitely have potential on either Monday or Wednesday to do that kind of thing. So we got that going on. I don't know about any fucking uploads this weekend, so we'll see about that too. But that's the battle video, and that'll close off the week, so I will see you guys on Monday.